wants every team besides the team we want to win.
He's just really following us around. We really don't know this one.
There you go. It's game day. Steelers take on the Texans. Kickoff about 5 hours away.
Oh, we're really excited about this one. It's also Pursuit of Happiness Week here on Talk Pittsburgh, and I think a Steeler win could really make us happy.
You feel it,
I do.
right? You
Absolutely.
feel it. The vibe in the city is electric, but it's not the only thing we've been talking about today. To get you caught up, here's our Berg Eye View.
The nominees in this category have taken us on a journey with their performances this year.
Some had us flying through the solar system with Rebels.
And others took us to magical faraway lands like Pittsburgh.
Okay, that might not be a magical land, but go Steelers!
You guys don't seem very pumped. You're very subdued.
We've got all day tomorrow to get
pumped, and it's been a long travel day.
The folks working luggage had a special way of welcoming these fans.
Oh, Mama, I can hear you.
Do you know what song is playing right now?
Oh, yeah.
We are all pumped up for tonight's big game, and as you see, we have some very special guests in the studio today. Some of the most well-known, most devoted Steelers fans ever.
I love when people, when they have like very specific predictions.
Yeah,
They're
they
like
know.
2 touchdowns, easy.
You can tell we're a football city. I love the energy and the passion that everyone has tonight, and we have to win, because if we don't, it's going to be a sad day tomorrow.
And I know the parking lots are going to be opening soon for tailgating. People are getting ready.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about getting home. There's going to be a lot of congestion. I know a lot of people are feeling that way. Just knowing like the right way to get home and navigate through the city.
Right. If you caught PTL this morning, you saw my conversation with former Steeler Arthur Moats. He's helping us kick off our Pursuit of Happiness Week. He's the right guy to do this.
Yeah.
Sure is. And we talked about what motivates him every morning, even in these cold winter months.
I have the privilege of being able to wake my daughter up every single day. There are people that never get that opportunity. So for me, that's the mindset I have instead of, oh my God, it is dark. I wish I could sleep for 5 more minutes. Where's the snooze button?
You have purpose. You have
purpose.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Really great conversation with him. And he feels like the Steelers are going to win tonight.
He does. He made his game day prediction. I think we're going to see that a little bit
Coming
later.
up a little bit later.
But he was talking about, when your alarm goes off at 5 a.m., of which that's when, actually, it's like 4:45. And you just don't feel like getting out of the bed. Like, what mindset should you have? And he's really positive. He has some really good thoughts.
I can't wait to hear more of it. And we need a little bit of that. I think it's really hard for all of us here in Pittsburgh when you look outside and you're like, oh, it's gray again today.
I know. And it was my big thing. I think we talked about this a little bit last week. Just for me, 2026 is finding joy, finding the fun in every single day, even when it's hard, when it's tough, when it's stressful. And I don't think it's easy, but I plan to do it.
Well, as I mentioned to you, and I'm a little worried about this, last year was my no year. This year is my yes year. And I'm a little worried what that means for me. I mean, I got a tattoo on TV last week.
I know you did.
That's my yes year.
You were my inspiration. I told you. I said
it.
You should do it. Yeah. So we're gonna hear Arthur's predictions a little bit later in the show. So stay tuned for that.
Can't wait for that. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we knew the 60s were coming to an end, but boy, that drop this weekend, I'm still shivering. Mary's coming up to answer your questions and our forecast by the hours, and of course the big one, how many layers exactly do we need for tonight's game?
Oh, a lot. And get ready to hit, kick, and tackle your way through the newest exhibit on the North Shore. It's giving everyone a chance to get into the game. Ahead, Boaz is exploring more of Sports 360 at the Cayman Science Center.
We're taking our palate on new adventures, too. Pittsburgh Restaurant Week is back, baby. New spots, good prices, and making memories bite by delicious bite. We're all in. That's coming up next.
It's that time of year again when you can treat your taste buds to a full-on tour of town with nearly 50 incredible spots serving up their best. Pittsburgh Restaurant Week is back, and that means amazing deals, creative dishes, and a perfect excuse to try something new. Daisy Jade is checking out one of the places cooking up some special menu items just for the week that are sure to add a smile to your face. Hey, Daisy, what's on the menu today?
Hey guys, well, I am smiling over here because Restaurant Week is always a fun week because you can always try something new. And if you're in the mood for maybe some Southern comfort, you have got to check out Tupelo Honey here in Station Square. I have Stephanie here, the bar manager, and Okay, I must say, my mouth is already watering. So let's go through what you guys have for Restaurant Week.
Yes, so we have featured our fried green tomatoes, which are panko breaded over top of our stone ground goat cheese grits with some pepperoni sauce on the side there.
Those are like a staple,
They
right?
are definitely a staple, Southern staple. You got to have the fried green tomatoes. We have our biscuits for a cause here, which half of all the proceeds from these biscuits go back to our employee relief fund to help people out if they're in need, personal, anything that's going on with them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, blueberry and peach jam there as well. We are known for our signature honey-dusted 18-hour brine chicken. We have a couple different flavors here. This is our classic honey-dusted here. Also, we have a new bonfire chicken, which is a chipotle sorghum glaze on top of there with a little bit of orange flavoring as well. It's amazing.
That sounds fantastic.
Yes. If we're moving right along here, there are some sides. Each chicken comes with 2 sides there. We have some fried okra, definitely a Southern staple there, and our Parmesan rosemary potatoes, which are fried potatoes with the rosemary salt on top of them, Parmesan cheese. Coming up over with the shrimp and grits. Definitely, you have to have the shrimp and grits for Southern food.
Yes.
Again, our goat cheese grits with some white shrimp on top, and that has some chorizo blended in there as well, in a Creole butter sauce with griddled lemon on top. Meatloaf is definitely on there as well. This is our bourbon glazed meatloaf made with beef and chorizo.
I'm a sucker for meatloaf, so I'm taking a bite of this while you continue on set.
Yeah, no, that is great. Yeah, served with, we have mac and cheese there and our bacon braised green beans.
It's got some nice heat to it.
Yeah, and then we can finish it off there with our heavenly banana pudding, homemade here with some vanilla wafers and whipped cream on top.
There's always room for dessert, right?
Always room for dessert. 3 courses for the restaurant week, so it's going to be a starter, a main, and then the dessert there.
And that's all for $30. But in addition to those for Restaurant Week, we've got to come over to Jenna here because you guys have amazing drinks to end the meals, right?
Yes, we do. So we have a mimosa flight that has all 4 flavors. Our mimosa of the moment is our Appalachian. It's like an apple cider mimosa. We do have a candy cane mocha, which is our seasonal latte. It's a peppermint mocha. Very popular. Yeah. We have our Wiggle Pickle Bloody Mary. We feature Wiggle. We partner with them because they're just a local distillery. And the Pickle Mary is probably our #1 seller.
Well, I love pickles, so while you're finishing off with that last one, I'm going to go ahead and take a bite of this, or a sip, I should say. But go ahead.
And then we have our Old Fashioned flight, which is going to be 4 different types of whiskeys made into old fashions, and it's a good little try. It's for $30.
This is amazing. Well, I feel like I'm in heaven right now because you've got some Southern comfort food, these amazing drinks, Restaurant Week, great deal, great food, great friends. What more can you guys ask for?
I don't know.
Come and check it out.
Well, Daisy, both Heather, Mary, and myself, all of us, we were in the studio like, yes, to the meatloaf. So we'll take that and then one of everything else there.
Everything else.
Yes.
I got you guys.
Okay, cool. It all looks so good. Pittsburgh Restaurant Week runs through Sunday the 18th. And if you have dozens of options to choose from, including 6 newcomers to Restaurant Week, those include Penn Avenue Fish Company in the Strip District and Sophia's Restaurant and Bar in Coriopolis. Never been to Restaurant Week? Well, here are some tips. Make reservations at most locations and mention Restaurant Week when you're being seated to make sure you get the correct menus and pricing. Well, happy feasting, everyone. Next on the show, Mary is in with your personal forecast questions. And Mary, there were a few days last week that made me second guess what month we were actually in.
Hey, listen, that comfort food is great for a cold day. And it's going to be a little bit chilly today. It's a roller coaster this week. So if you have any outdoor plans, you might be able to get that in. But I'll break it all down for you in your forecast by the hours when we come back.
It's the final countdown. We're about 5 hours away. Thank you, Mary, for helping me out from the kickoff of the Steelers wildcard game against the Texans. We know many of you may be heading over to the North Shore to hopefully watch the Steelers pull off the win very soon. And while we're planning for victories, let's talk about weather wins too. Mary is here to break down your forecast by the hours. We have a lot of questions from viewers. It does feel like Mother Nature is a tad confused.
Very.
The shift on Saturday alone, I think you were like...
I was like spring to winter.
In a matter of hours.
It was.
In a matter of hours.
It was so nice, and then you wake up and you're like, oh, hello, snow. Hello, you're back.
And thankfully, because we know this region has a lot of skiers, snowboarders out there. They like to get outside and enjoy the cold.
I know, I try not to be too like, oh, it's snowing, because skiers are like, yeah.
They need it. They need it. So let's get to Dale, because he wants to know a skiing forecast, if you could give him a couple of days.
I think you have a couple of days, too, because there's still some snow in 7th Spring, a little bit, and they make their own snow, too.
Right.
It's going to be a little bit colder for areas there through today, upper 20s. But even if you're going there tonight to stay over, it's going to be chilly. It'll be clear. And then you have a pretty decent day tomorrow into those mid 40s, and then snow returns. So it's going to be one of those systems here in Pittsburgh where we see a little bit of everything, some rain, some snow. But I think once you get into those higher elevations, you have a better chance of seeing some snow Wednesday. Snow. But I don't think this weather is going to stop any skiers, if that makes sense.
2 days last week, Thursday and Friday. I don't know if anybody else had kids at home asking for shorts.
Oh, well, I had to put Wally out of shorts this morning. Yeah. I was like, not yet.
Not yet.
We're not doing that.
So I know that they're going to be pushing for it because they see even like a slight rise in temperatures and they want to wear it. But tomorrow, what are we looking at for bus stop forecast?
They're going to want shorts.
Yeah.
They're going to want shorts. And this is a bus driver who wrote in too. So she wants obviously safe, easy roads, and it's going to be nice tomorrow. I mean, it'll be partly cloudy in the morning and then in the afternoon, upper 40s. So yeah, it's going to be one of those days. Easy travel. You want to maybe wear the coat in the morning, shed the layer maybe a little bit. The kid will come home with the coat and the backpack.
Yeah.
And then,
if they remember.
But it's going to be kind of one of those refresher days where you're like, oh, I missed this. And then the snow returns again.
Have you ever seen the funny, I may have talked about this numerous times. Please forgive me if I have. Have you ever seen the funny videos where the mom is walking behind their kid, just holding the coat? Like, it wasn't me. They are choosing this lifestyle.
Yeah. This morning, Vivi didn't wear a coat. And I'm like,
I got it.
I told you to wear it, but it's no.
Let's get to Dan working on the farm in Venango County on Wednesday. How's it looking for Dan?
And I don't know what kind of work you got to do on a farm, but I'm assuring that you have to take care of your animals no matter what the weather is. So it's going to be muddy. There's going to be a lot of mud because we have some rain showers around. I mean, temperatures are going to be falling a bit throughout the day, so mid 30s, that's seasonable. But when you have a little drizzle, it's that cold rain, but you got to get the whole farm gear. I'm sure there's rain boots included, rain gear, and you're going to be working in some not so beautiful conditions, but I think you're going to have to get the work done no matter what. But you got this.
Heat. Get ready for when you go inside at the end of a long day. Lastly, we want to wish a very happy early birthday at that to Mike, who's going out Thursday night for birthday dinner. I'm curious about the snow that's coming our way. Is this going to impact travel, do you think?
There will be a little bit of snow, yeah. It's honestly, and I was just saying this before I was making this, I'm like, it's 3 days in advance. We usually narrow down our snowfall forecast. I mean, a 24-hour snow map is usually like, okay, we've got this. We know what's coming. It's not one of those straightforward snowstorms that we had, which we nailed. Yeah. And it's one of those complex systems. So I do think it's going to be cloudy for much of the day. It is going to be cold, so obviously cold enough to support snow showers, and you'll get a few of those occasional snow showers on and off Thursday. So just be aware if you are going to be heading out into the evening, you might be coming into contact with some slick road conditions, but all in all, just take it slow. It's Pittsburgh in January.
I have to ask, because we are so close to kickoff now, and everybody's going to be down at Acrisure and around Acrisure, tailgating. What are we looking at tonight? Dropping temperatures, falling temperatures, or?
I think, and I think I said this every game, nothing's going to hold Steeler fans back from going out and, going to the game. So it's going to be pretty decent. We've had worse conditions. We've had freezing temperatures. So we're looking at low to mid 30s, mainly clear, a little breezy, but we're winning. It's going to be great. We're going to be fine.
Yeah. We know this. We know this lifestyle.
Yeah, it's easy.
All right, Mary, thank you so much. And whenever there is snow in the forecast, we know that there are a few items that always fly off the store shelves. But as meteorologist Ray Petlin explains, you should always have them on hand in case of an emergency.
so cool.
When there is snow in the forecast, someone has to utter 3 magic words.
Milk, bread, and toilet paper.
That's it. While it's funny to mention those 3 snowstorm staples, people do seem to rush out to the stores when snow's on its way to town. It's almost like you're getting ready last minute for a disaster.
Do you get milk, bread, and toilet paper kickbacks for predicting snow?
I wish I did, but no. The thing is, most of the time, it's not a winter storm that's going to get you stuck needing supplies in an emergency. Most of the time, our road crews have us up and running by the next day, so rushing out for a winter storm seems kind of silly these days.
People need supplies, though.
They do, but it's good to have emergency supplies on hand all the time, not only before it snows. A recent derecho left many in our area without power for a week. There was no snow associated with that storm, but it was a time where supplies would have been great to have on hand. No one was running out in advance for milk, bread, or toilet paper unless it was on their shopping list. Other non-snow emergencies could put you in a position like that where you need emergency supplies as well.
What supplies should you have for emergencies?
Great question. To be prepared for an emergency, it's advised to have at least 3 days of supplies on hand. This is the bare minimum. Water is one of those basic necessities as well, and you should have 1 gallon of water per person for every day. Food is next. Non-perishable food is important for this, so canned and other shelf-stable foods are important to have on standby. If the electricity goes out, your refrigerator will keep food cold for about 4 hours, according to the FDA. The stuff in your freezer, if it's full, will stay cold for 48 hours. That is not a long time in a days-long emergency.
You probably want a way to charge your devices, too.
It's always smart to have power banks on standby if you don't have a generator. This way you can keep in communication with others and even entertain yourself. An emergency first aid kit is important too. These are great to have even outside of a disaster situation. Ready.gov has a bunch of other supplies that would be good to have on standby as well, and we will link that on kdka.com.
Why did people decide milk, bread, and toilet paper were the essentials?
I really don't know the answer to that one, but if it makes you happy in an emergency, go for it. But always be stocked up before the emergency happens. Reporting from home,
I'm Elizabeth Petlin.
And I'm meteorologist Ray Petlin.
Love that we're sharing Hey Ray with you, and always good to see Elizabeth too. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, from basketball to hockey and everything in between, Boaz dives into the science of sports at a hands-on exhibit that puts you in the game. And this month is a time we see a lot of people dip their toes into dry January, but for some it can be tougher than they imagine. Hear expert tips on staying sober and supporting loved ones on their journey. Plus, new year, new energy, right? Former Steeler Arthur Moats is here with real ways to bring more joy into your life, and we're putting attitudes to the test. Bring it back or leave it in 2026. That's next.
Today, we're switching things up a bit with my friend, former Pittsburgh Steeler Arthur Moats, and I love that you are here on game day. In fact, you're headed over to Acrisure Stadium pretty soon here, but we wanted your help in kicking off our Pursuit of Happiness Week because you're always such a positive guy. As a matter of fact, I've never met anyone more positive. I think it's impressive.
I try to just have a good time, and I'm fortunate to be around people that are always good and happy and have good positive energy like yourself, so that makes my job a lot easier on days like today.
All right, I love that. All right, so let's start with your top 3 tips for finding joy in being happy even when things are tough. I think that's the key right there.
Yeah, when things are tough, I always say the 3 things for me are, what do I like, right? Because I need to know what I want to have, right? I also need to know what I don't like, what makes me feel uncomfortable, so I can avoid those situations. But more importantly, at the end, my desire in terms of what do I want next. So if I know what I like, I know what I don't like, and I know what I'm striving for, that's gonna give me my plan or my pathway to ultimately achieve that happiness. But if I don't know those 3 things, then which direction do I go in?
Right, I love that. What do you want next? Because I think so often you can really get stuck in this cycle of depression and feeling down on yourself and like negative talk.
Or you identify, hey, I'm happy in this space, but what does that mean? How do you build out from that so you can become more and more happy off of that? That's why it's important to understand yourself. So that's why what you like, what you don't like, and then where we're trying to go to next. That gives you direction. It's your compass.
I love that. Look in the mirror and know thyself. All right, so we're going to play a fun game here. I named this game. I think you'll like this. It's called the Moats Mindset.
Let's go.
Bring it back or leave it.
Oh,
yes.
All right.
So I'm going to give you some situations here, and you tell me whether or not you want to bring it back or leave it.
Bring it back.
We're going to use these paddles here. All right, morning workout in the winter. Bring it back or leave it.
Now, that one is a tough one, but bring it back.
Bring it back? Why? Why bring it back?
Now, the reason why I say bring it back is this. When we talk about just setting the table, right, or setting a strong foundation for the day, we talked about making the bed in the morning, but working out in the morning also gets your body activated. It's gonna get your energy flowing, and it's also gonna help you just in terms of setting a foundation of, hey, I've accomplished something.
Yeah.
You get that in the mornings. So that's the part I know everybody, and I was once one of those guys as well. Man, the weights at 6 in the morning are the same weights at 2 in the afternoon and at 10 p.m. at night. But if you want to optimize your energy, if you want to optimize that foundation of that workout, in the morning, yes.
I'm a 5 a.m. morning workout girl.
Oh,
just
okay.
Just because I get it out the way. Yeah. So I love that. All right, so pushing through a bad mood versus sitting in it. Pushing through a bad mood.
You do have to push through it. You do. So bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Yes.
And let me explain why you have to push through it. Yes, there are going to be times where, you want to just sit there, cover up, right? Turn all the lights off. Maybe put on those super sad songs just do all the bad stuff that just make it worse and worse and worse. But I'm a believer that you cannot fix a problem with a problem.
Okay.
So if the problem already is, man, I don't have the mood for this or I'm sad, man, by me bundling up and not doing anything else, it's only going to promote more of that. So I do feel like it's important to get up and do something. Even like we said, if it's as simple as going to the store, just getting outside, taking a walk around the corner, or even if the weather, we know up here, you don't always have that luxury. Well, how about just taking 20 seconds of identifying what you're grateful for in your life?
Oh, I love that.
What are certain things that you wake up and say, man, I'm glad that I have my household, I'm glad that I have a car, I'm glad that I have a job to go to.
Gosh,
right?
So good.
So just think of those things.
Gratitude. All right, so earlier you were on PTO. You did really good at that game.
I appreciate it.
And you gave us your game day predictions, which is tonight. Are you still feeling the same way? Tell us about that.
I am. So for me, as much as, when I get on game day, sometimes my energy gets high and I'm like, yeah, we're going to blow them out. We're putting 40 up. I'm still going to stay true to my score prediction, 21-18. I do feel like both of these defenses coming in are going to play really well, but at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers is the difference maker in this game. Been there, done that type of guy, and we're going to need him. So 21-18, black and gold, I'm sticking with it.
All right, and you said we're blocking field goals.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, Arthur, so much. I feel great. I hope you feel great, too.
Listen, I was already feeling good, but you've elevated it, all right?
Gosh,
teamwork right here.
Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, Heather, we're going to send it back to you.
I don't know how he does it, but him smiling alone brings more joy into the room. And 21-18, we'll see how right he is. That's just the beginning. We have so much more planned for our Pursuit of Happiness Week. Tomorrow, we are getting some endorphins with puppy snuggles. The Great Pyrenees Club of Western PA is going to be here. And Wednesday, we are diving into the science behind happiness. We're also looking forward to having former DVE radio host Bill Crawford in this Thursday. He's talking about betting on yourself, following your dreams, and walking away to achieve your goals. Friday, we are wrapping up the week with an all-star panel of passionate local business owners and entrepreneurs for a roundtable discussion. We're looking forward to all of that. But still to come today on Talk Pittsburgh, we are checking in with Barry Pintar in the newsroom for your first look at the KDKA Evening News. Plus, it's Dry January and National Mocktail Week, so we are shaking things up. Stick around to learn how to feel your best without the booze. You're from Pittsburgh, you know the drill. We need black and gold, and the Cayman Science Center said, let me show you how it's really done. We're exploring the new exhibit, Sports 360, and getting in the spirit to cheer on the Steelers tonight. That's coming up next.
Dash, an epic kick, a legendary throw. Look, I'm not talking about what it takes for the Steelers to win. I'm talking about the newest exhibit at the Cayman Science Center.
Sports 360 immerses visitors in the science of football, baseball, hockey, and more. Boaz has put on his jersey and is ready to get sporty for the sake of science, and also just because it's a sports town. We love it here.
Yes, we do. I'm wearing the wrong jersey right now because we're starting with football, but we're getting ready for Monday's big game. I'm here with Jennifer Lawrence, not the movie star, the employee of the Cayman Science Center, and you're one of the people responsible for this very cool new exhibit.
Yes, I'm really thankful to get to work on it. I know sports is really important to the people of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And, Sports Works from the old building was really popular, field trips, but it was just time for a refresh. So we were really excited to bring this brand new, huge exhibit to the people of Pittsburgh and beyond.
Well, I love it. Well, I want to sort of do one of these interactive things first, and then I want to learn more about the exhibit. So we've sort of recreated the NFL Combine experience here.
Yes.
And this is sort of a training circuit.
Yes.
Okay, so how does this work?
Okay, so we're running through like the tires. We're putting our feet in all of these hexagons, and then we're going to weave through these balls.
Now we're going through the tubes. There's a lot of tubes. Get over here and we jump as high as we can.
Okay, you see, you're better than me.
So what does that mean? Did I get drafted? It's like, are the Steelers watching this?
I will draft you to come and try these out.
Well, this is so fun, and obviously this place is full of kids right now, and we can see they are so drawn to all these activities. And so how do you go about putting all this together?
Well, we have a really great exhibit team here, not only our designers and our fabricators, we have also a great maintenance team and our AV team. Everybody really plugged in together to work on this. We even had some outside design firms helping us too.
And obviously you work with all the teams.
Yes, just like in sports.
Yeah. That's very cool. And walking through, there's all this cool graffiti we're seeing on all these walls and these poles. Like, where did that all come from?
Oh, we got some Pittsburgh graffiti artists to come in and do all of this work. It's all original. We worked with Wicked Pittsburgh and Steeltown Walls. Some of the artists came in and did this. We're really excited. Even in the graphics, you'll see a texture in the back, and we had some graffiti artists work on that as well. None of it's clip art in the back or anything.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, and what's the response been? You've been open a couple weeks so far.
We've been hearing great feedback.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things, a little kid came in here and somebody asked him what he felt about it, and he said, it's cool, not gonna lie. And I was like, best score.
Well, it is so fun. You've got the basketball. I was playing baseball earlier and hockey. And then this is an experience that you created specifically for this. So you can't play this anywhere else in the world.
You cannot play this anywhere else in the world. Our team designed, built, fabricated this. And the point of it is you get to pass the ball and try to hit a target.
Okay.
And I'm not very good, but I'm going to give it a try.
Oh my gosh, you totally hit a target. Okay, it's my turn. And are we trying to do like Connect 4 here?
Yeah, if we hit 4 in a row, then we get to go into expert mode.
Oh my gosh, we're doing it great. Okay. Okay, we got to get to expert mode. Okay.
Woohoo!
Come on, Jennifer, we need your help. Okay, we got 2 balls now.
Okay, is it going to go to expert mode? Oh, come on, expert mode, where are you?
Oh my gosh, this is fun. I'm like working a sweat too.
It's a great thing to... It's great. Oh, now we're in expert mode.
Oh, we did? We won. We pretty much won the game. We are so good at football.
It's like so fun. Except now you'll find out that I'm not really good at football.
Okay.
But it's great to come down here in it's the winter season. You might want to burn off some steam. Great place to come and have a good time. Grown-ups, kids, everybody's really
I've seen people from little kids to senior citizens here playing all these games, and it's so fun. And before we wrap up here, can we talk about something that happened earlier? Remember when I was playing basketball and it didn't go that well?
Right.
I don't know if you remember that, but here's
we
the thing.
do.
Afterwards, it turns out my shoe was untied.
Oh,
so
that was
I think I'm just gonna try.
That makes
that's
sense
why,
now.
and I found one, and it might seem like this one's actually sized for kids, but don't pay attention to that. Don't worry about that, because it looks like I got a lot better at basketball. I already got two in there.
Okay.
2 points. You know,
just keep going.
Just keep going. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Am I on fire?
This is great,
what is going on? This
Keep
is
going.
insane.
You're on
Did you
fire.
really work with an athlete?
Oh my gosh. Now you see the importance of having your shoes tied.
Woo! Does everything for you. Boaz, thanks for taking us around.
Look at him go. You can visit Sports 360 at the Cayman Science Center. It's included in general admission and free for members, which is cool.
We have more information on our website, and we're going to be right back with more Talk Pittsburgh. Don't go anywhere. Meteorologist Mary Hours is back. I look like I'm lost in some sort of forest here. All of this.
I have like a winter wonderland behind me.
I know.
And you too.
I'm so interested in our forecast for the rest of the week because it does feel like we're on a bit of a roller coaster.
We are. I mean, we're talking about, seasonable temperatures today with sunshine, and then our high temperatures for the week, we're going to the upper 40s. So if you look at every day this week, we're back into the 40s on Wednesday, and then the 20s by Thursday and Friday. And then it gets a little bit colder as we head into the weekend. So Sunday gets cold, and these are our high temperatures. These are not our low temperatures. Our low temperatures are a whole different story where we're going to be back into the teens.
Ooh, and I saw even this morning, Ron was talking about next week. Yeah, we could drop down into single-digit temperatures again for the lows.
Especially wind chills, too.
Okay, I know that you're game for anything we throw your way. So we thought this would be really fun. We want to ask about something a little different. As a mom yourself, you know those early mornings, you're up at 3 a.m. Yep. We also know for our perimenopause friends, they are also up at 3 a.m. So we want to know, for our friends there that are up in the middle of the night, what's the forecast looking like for them?
Okay, so I've got a little kind of surprise for you, because you're going to be shocked of how much the weather actually plays a factor in this, no matter what the inside of your house temperature is. So here's the overnight temperatures tonight. So we're just going to take this for example. So overnight, our temperatures are going to be right around that freezing mark. That's great. But during perimenopause, your body becomes extra sensitive to these changes in temperature, humidity, pressure, which means the weather patterns can affect how you sleep and feel overnight. So on nights like tonight, they're cool. Humidity can hang on to, things under clear skies, and your body will struggle to regulate this internal thermostat. So with these fluctuating hormones, that's a whole different story. But this can show up, restless sleep, night sweats, your kids waking you up, all of that. So with higher humidity, even in those cool hours, it makes it harder for your body to cool itself efficiently, and those slight pressure changes can contribute to those aches. The aches for some women, that's with low pressure. So when your grandma says, oh, my elbows hurt and thing, it's because of the low pressure. Your muscle tissues expand and the swelling causes pain. So it looks quiet and dry, but it's sensitive to the cool but muggy pockets of air. So it's
an internal storm. Quiet outside, internal storm.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, so make your plans for 3 a.m. tonight if you're gonna be up.
Yes.
Thanks, Mary. Well, if you're heading to a playoff party tonight, you might feel some pressure to have a drink or two. But did you know Pittsburgh is a great place to find non-alcoholic drinks and mocktails? Mikey's in the kitchen learning a bit more.
Yeah, it sure is. A lot of folks are using Dry January to reset or rethink their relationship with alcohol. And some are supporting loved ones doing the same. So today we're sharing some simple tips for a more sober lifestyle and whipping up something special for National Mocktail Week. And helping guide the conversation is Dr. Lisa Kugler from Shatterproof. I'm so happy that you're here. I know the use of alcohol and that topic has been in the news a lot lately, and the negative effects that it can have on your health. But some people still choose to drink anyway, a lot of people. So just what are you hearing, and what is kind of like the overall mindset about alcohol use these days?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here to talk about Dry January and alcohol use. So alcohol use and excessive alcohol use is actually one of the top preventable leading causes of death in the United States. About 178,000 individuals every year pass away from excessive alcohol use, and this is both accidents that are caused by alcohol and also things such as cancer, liver cirrhosis, etc. Just to kind of break that down and make it a little bit more manageable, that's about 20 individuals every hour, or one person every 3 minutes. So Dry January is a wonderful opportunity to explore a person's relationship with alcohol and decide, maybe cutting down, maybe drinking differently, maybe going part of the month without engaging in alcohol. Because once someone drinks for a period of time, there are physiological and biological changes that can occur that can make it very difficult for them sometimes to put down the drink or to say no.
All right, some very serious things there, which leads us to the mocktail, which you're really good at, and you have an example here of a mocktail that you can make instead of having an alcoholic beverage.
Exactly, exactly. So I am a licensed psychologist, so this is a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but making mocktails is so easy and they just taste so delicious.
They do.
So this is actually called a grapefruit honey Collins.
Okay.
And you take 3 ounces of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice.
I'm already on board here.
Okay,
Love
okay,
grapefruit
wonderful. Half an ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Half an ounce of honey, which is 3 parts honey, 1 part water, just so that it is easier to mix it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Put it in the shaker with some ice.
Do you want me to shake it, or are you?
Oh,
you
yes.
You want me, okay, I'm a really
yes.
good shaker. Okay, that feels good.
Okay. And then we pour it into glasses with ice cubes already in them.
And you're going to top that off with some sparkling water.
You know it.
That's right up my alley. So while you finish that up, if you have a friend or even a family member who is trying to be sober and do dry January, how do you support that person? Because it can feel really isolating, especially when people are pressuring you to drink and you really don't want to.
Exactly. So it can feel very difficult. If you are a family member or trying to support a friend, some of the things, first of all, to do is listen to the individual who is engaging in dry January. Why are they doing it? There are so many health benefits to engaging in dry January. It can help with sleep. It can help financially. It can help mental acuity. It can be great for weight loss. So those are some of the reasons that we heard of people engaging in it. Also, identify activities that do not just focus on alcohol. So this can be things like bowling, it can be painting, it can be movies, it can be yoga. If you are struggling finding some of these activities, there's a great local organization. It's called Teetotal, and they actually help sponsor these activities all over the city.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm going to taste this really quickly. And while I'm tasting this, you were mentioning to me earlier about something called Open Road, and you said that's in the Garfield neighborhood. Tell us about that.
So, with making the mocktails, most of them are really simple. You can get these ingredients at the local Giant Eagle. But if you want to be a little bit more creative, that is the first one in the country that is a full store focused on non-alcoholic spirits, mixers, etc. It's called Open Roads. It's in the Garfield area.
Oh, that's so exciting. And I'm telling you, this cocktail is delicious, or mocktail, should I say. I would feel part of the crowd for sure.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for this. If you or someone you know is looking for help with sobriety, we'll link you up to Shatterproof and some additional resources. Just head over to our website. Heather?
Oh, thank you, Mikey, for all of that. And if this is your first time learning about sobriety, you're not alone. There are a lot of local events that can help support your journey. Dr. Kugler mentioned the Open Road, as you just heard there. They have an upcoming event happening this month. It's called Mocktails Night Out. It's in the Strip District on the 17th at Defer Coffee and Tea. And if you still want a vibrant nightlife scene, there's an entire guide to bars, breweries, and restaurants serving non-alcoholic drinks in the Lawrenceville neighborhood. As you remember, we had that conversation not too long ago. We'll have those resources for you at kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Stick around. Still to come on the show, KDKA reporter Barry Pintar is standing by in the newsroom with the stories you won't want to miss tonight on the KDKA Evening News, which begins with the 4 o'clock, just a few minutes away. We wanted to take a few moments to find out what you can expect to see on KDKA TV News tonight at 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, Barry Pintar is just down the hallway in our newsroom. Barry, we know it's a busy place, but what can you tell us?
Yeah, Heather and Mikey, here are a few stories we're working on here in our newsroom. Big Steeler night in Pittsburgh, right? As your official Pittsburgh Steeler station, we have you more than covered. We are at the official pep rally this afternoon, and we're going to be live outside the stadium connecting with fans, and Rich Walsh will be live at the stadium with details about this head-to-head competition. I'm telling you, you can just feel it in the air. Also, last Friday, we told you about a woman in the Strip District out for a run with her dog when the dog came in contact with a power pole. Both she and her dog were shocked by the electric current. Today, that woman is speaking out, and the city of Pittsburgh is giving us an update about how all this happened. Finally, kids with a lemonade stand, a common sight during the summer when school's out, but KDKA's been hearing for months from people who are concerned about a pair of young children selling lemonade day after day for hours and hours, sometimes during the school day and often in cold temperatures. KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan spoke to Allegheny County's Director of Human Services about the concerns, and we'll have that for us tonight. A busy night here on many levels. That and more starting up in just a few minutes on our KDKA newscasts.
All right, Barry, I'm curious about this. The Steeler game has to be big business for the city. Are we hearing any numbers yet?
The numbers, phenomenal. Visit Pittsburgh is saying $61 million pumped into the economy, because it's not just tickets and it's not just parking the Steeler game. It's all the people eating, the Uber rides, everything happening at the airport. But check this out. I think you guys will find this fascinating. If the Steelers win, that number can go up even further because people go out to celebrate. If they lose, maybe not so much money. Is that interesting?
Oh, interesting. Thank you so much, Barry.
My pleasure.
Very interesting. I saw Jess Riley speaking to some people at the airport. There was someone who came in from Alaska.
Oh, I believe it. I'm not shocked at all.
Yeah.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we're wrapping things up with another quick look at your Steelers forecast.
Good night for a game. Well, coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, sometimes it feels like phones run our lives, from texts and calls to maps and entertainment. But here in Pennsylvania, schools could soon go phone-free. We're diving into what this means for parents, students, and teachers, plus where that ban stands right now.
And before we go, we have to get in a here we go, Steelers, here we go.
We got to take it from the table. Let's go.
Thanks for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We will also be streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. KDKA TV News at 4 starts now.